on EA Sports.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by... They'll start on the ground here on first down. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland.
Here's 2nd and 8.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. Down the left sideline.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 78 yards.
That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Now back to throw. Browns touchdown.
Isaiah Likely,
His 4th touchdown on the year.
and the Browns need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw again.
Open man, there's Darnell Washington.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
This now a 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw again.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Browns' 14-yard line.
Now a handoff to Bigsby.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll drop to throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Hunter Henry, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him, because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff-worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Browns at 5-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think it's going to be tough to beat in this one.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A short one there, caught by Likely. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. For those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. A finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more on tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning. And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because when the defense got hit, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The Steelers send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taking on the midfield logo. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Back to throw here.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 29-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He'll get this one complete to Atwell.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
Yeah, strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First down, Steelers.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
And the Steelers first down.
Looking to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown.
To Atwell from 4 yards out. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Steelers 14.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 6. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Looking for Dotson. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Right side, there's Likely with it. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
They'll look to throw here. And his throw is incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Back to throw again. And this is caught at the end. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's White. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashad White taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The field.
And partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play down gets them right back up to that level.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Here's a give to Bigsby. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So here are the Browns to take over. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now back to throw. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at their 49-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. On target to his man, Likely. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. No hesitation, goes right back to Likely. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's second and 5 now from the 37. They'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Browns first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. He'll drop to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. They'll look to throw. Complete to Likely. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Parker Washington, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
York now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Boswell's kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half, but when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47. He'll look to throw to Barkley on the check down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Browns' 39-yard line.
Here's Bigsby. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the Steelers first down.
He'll look to throw. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
A run here with Bigsby. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Complete. It's Dodson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down. They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Out left to Dodson.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
2nd and 5.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. And boy, before the drive even starts, here's a timeout. Wow. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, a throw right side, take it in here to start this drive. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Well, a throw on the quick slant going to be complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at their 48-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the Steelers' 26-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw here. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate, drops it.
So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Looking to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now back to throw. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On the carry, Bigsby. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
At the 2-yard line.
Bigsby trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Tank Bigsby punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. High school coaches used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Another run by Bigsby. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
This taken in by Downs.
Holding offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll look to throw. He completes it to Henry.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. They'll come up 2nd and 7. He'll drop to throw. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Complete to Likely. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his 1st drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And he is going to have the Browns 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. From the left side here, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Handoff as they run the counter play. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal? That'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball.
That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
And that right there is the definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. That complete to Downs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And he is going to have the Steelers first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. Now a throw here, hauled in. 2nd and 6 coming up. Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here comes 2nd down. Back to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
They run for it with Bigsby. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none.
Yes, exactly right.
Cleveland offense making their way out. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as he'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So now the Steelers down by 2 touchdowns, under 1:20 to go. Their 5-game winning streak hanging in the balance here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but
Obviously, the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is 4-down territory here. They know down 2 scores at this late stage, 10-yard passes aren't going to do it. So they took the shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now back to throw.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throws left side, Atwell's got it. The dog pound barking as loud as they can here. 3rd down. Fighting through pressure, eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a 4th down situation. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Browns, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and our focus is on Anthony Walker.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one between the Columbus Caps taking on the Golden Eagles of London.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their seventh-year quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Now Spears to begin the drive.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
But you look at this defense.
Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 1.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
That's caught again by Schultz.
Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He sets to fire deep.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And touchdown. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Caps will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Here comes 3rd down at 7. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Monty Rice. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. That is caught, and down inside the 15 he goes. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw now on 1st down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
London about set to take over on offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle they go. Staley fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking to pass. Tua. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
A 52-yard attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
1st down, Columbus.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Caught by Jones. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
Completion number 0. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, pass.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's out here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Columbus with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. On the ground with a tight end. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Tyler Higbee. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Caps have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This taken in at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. The offense on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here. Batted by the safety, but caught anyway. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That one's taken in by Spears. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now back to throw. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown! Zay Jones, 41 yards. And the Caps take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that, because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
On 2nd down, Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He already with a couple of touchdown throws in this first half as his guys start 1st and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Pierce now up the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 15. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. They work now on 2nd and 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
Now hang on here, because following that play, it looks like Amari Cooper is in some distress. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here is 3rd and 5.
Here's Tua.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6.
Tua going to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Another carry for Pierce.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Hand off right side to Pierce.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Spears.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
at the 39-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And the Columbus first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
Here's 2nd and 8. Phillips has it running the out route. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here's Pierce. Is in for a touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
He's got his receiver, Cooper.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Tua. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. And a division game is usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So for Columbus, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the Londoners, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4.
It's Week 11 of the National Football League. And at center stage, it's the Raiders' sure-handed wide receiver. He had a touchdown last week, the cherry on top of a ton of yardage. It's the Raiders and the Voyagers on Sunday Night Primetime.
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Voyagers of Toronto taking on the Raiders of Brooklyn. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now, hang on, we got an injured player down there. Oh, boy, that's Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, who's hurting. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
I have to say, partner, their coaches didn't do a very good job of hiding their thoughts this week when they spoke with us, did they? They told us exactly this. We've been good on the ground, but sitting 8th in the league, we know we can kick it up a notch and push for the top 5. So there's no doubt in my mind, we'll see them try to establish that ground game early and try and pick up an early lead.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Able to fight through one tackle. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The throw over the middle taken in. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. Now back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14.
Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
And his kick is indeed good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. On play action, they'll throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Courtland Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The Raiders at 8-2 on the year. They coming off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners at 8 of their last 10.
And the key for them, as I see it, tightening things up on defense because the offense did its part. They played well, but defensively, way too many lapses and big plays allowed. That ultimately doomed them in their last ball game.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll look to throw. From the left side, it's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Back to throw again. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Our check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 21 carries, 90 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 2 yards to go, second down.
At the 48-yard line.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
2nd and 7.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Toronto in possession of the football. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Voyagers go up by 2 touchdowns.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Taken down at the 47-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation.
Under pressure, they got him again. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This is 2nd and 8. Now a handoff up the middle. Block. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Not a ton of room available on that, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
On 3rd down, Locke. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Locke, and a nice job there skipping away from the 1 tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got it. It's Spiller. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. And the Toronto first down.
Up the middle they go. Locke. Down to the 41.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.